Hey, this is Matt Galogly with SRP Medical Marketing and the Warner James Group. And in a future video, I'm going to tell you about some great stuff that we have going on with the Warner James Group and how that's going to be transitioning and all. But before we go any further, can you believe it's snowing outside? I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's April 2nd, and it's literally snowing outside. Like, really snowing. I mean, I think we're only going to get an inch, and then it's going to melt in the afternoon. But for those of you that are like in Ohio and Michigan, you're like, Mitch. I mean, this is catastrophic. This is like the equivalent of you guys getting like 24 inches. I swear to God, I'm surprised they haven't canceled school. Anyway, let's talk about you. Let's talk about your medical practice, and let's talk about doing a 2-month turnaround for you. I want to congratulate. We have a couple of new clients that have come on board, ready to take place in our 2-month turnaround. Dr. Moore has come on board with us in our sister company, and so has Josh Russ. So really, really excited to work with them and help implement their 2-month turnaround. Dr. Moore's has a number of locations. And then also you have Josh, who is been doing this part-time, and he's getting ready to launch full-time with his practice, Empowered Wellness. So really excited to work with them. If you would like to work with us to do a 2-month turnaround in your practice and 4x your revenues in the next 12 months, the month of April allows us an opportunity to bring on 4 new additional clients. If you would like to be one of those 4, simply message me directly, or you can type a note in the comment section, and we can start a dialogue and see if this is going to be a fit, and eventually get on the phone with you. All right, so let's talk about something. Let's talk about success and persistence. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. So I grew up in Chicago, and I'm the youngest of 6 kids of an Irish Catholic family. The standard joke is we were the smallest family in the parish because we did not have double-digit kids. But anyway, so I'm the youngest of 6 kids, and I grew up playing golf. I started playing golf when I was 6 years old, and my father enjoyed the game. My mother was a really good golfer. Most of my brothers and sisters played at some point or phase in their life, but I really took to it. It was really a sanctuary for me. And when I was 13 years old, my father passed away unexpectedly, and my mom, not the next summer, but the summer after that, sent me down to Pinehurst, North Carolina to go to golf camp. And it was heaven for me. It's the first time I've ever been to Pinehurst, first time I'd ever been to North Carolina. This was the early 1980s. Pinehurst was just heaven for me, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And there were 2 instructors there. For those of you that follow golf, you'll recognize one of the names. One of the instructors at the time was this young kid out of University of Tulsa, a kid by the name of Hank Haney. Yes, that Hank Haney that wound up teaching Tiger Woods. And then another instructor that I'm going to tell the story about, Mike LaBauve. Mike LaBauve is consistently one of the top 50 golf instructors in the United States. He is based in Roaring Fork, Colorado in the summer, and he's down in Phoenix, Arizona in the winter as well. Comes from a famous family of golf instructors. His wife is a famous instructor. His daughter is an instructor. His father-in-law is Jack Lumpkin. So really, really knows his stuff. So how does this, that's a great, cool story, bro. Like, how does that have to relate to my medical practice? Well, it has everything, because I'm going to tell you why. So when I was a kid, I stayed for 2 weeks. And so golf school was like from whatever, Monday to Friday, and then you had the weekend off, and you got to just kind of hang out at Pinehurst, and we played golf and all of that. And I was on the putting green, and I was putting. And I wasn't putting very well. And Mike LaBauve was walking by. Now, this was a Saturday. I wasn't in the class or anything like that. Golf school was not going on. And he saw that I was having struggle putting. And so what he did was he said, well, why don't you come with me? And he brought me into their training room or their golf room, and he taught me how to putt. Now, he taught me the fundamentals of putting. Now, I was 14 or 15 years old at the time, and I am 51 today at the time of this recording. And I still use this lesson for my fundamentals for putting. So I hadn't played because of rain and travel and all of that. I hadn't played for about 4.5, 5 months. And so I went out and I played for the first time last weekend, or week and a half ago, 2 weekends ago. And in my living room, I practiced this drill. Now, this drill is a basic fundamental. And really, I won't go through too many of the details. But basically what he taught me was you find a flat wall with no stuff at the bottom. And what you do is you put the top of your head up against the wall. You put your putter along the base of it, and you just swing your shoulders, right? And so there's a little bit more to it, but here's the point. That basic fundamental of how I putt has remained the same since that day when I was 14 or 15 years old. Okay, I think I was 15 at the time. It has never changed. It's the thing that I always go back to. Fast forward in my 30s, early 30s, when I decided I wanted to become a world-class copywriter. Well, my mentor taught me that if you wanted to become a great marketer and a great copywriter, what he told me to do was take the best sales letters. For those of you that don't know what a sales letter is, it's when you get those, it's when you get a letter in the mail and it's long and it's 8, 10, 12 pages. And, or you might get it online now these days or whatever. But basically there could be one page of full copy, and it's copy that gets people to convert. And so my mentor, my marketing mentor, Dan Kennedy, told me very simply, what you need to do is take the best, absolute best sales letters of all time, and he ticked them off, Gary Halbert and, Gary Bencivenga and Claude Hopkins and, Joe Sugarman and all these great writers. And he had me rewrite them. And he said, do this every single day, and in 5 years, you're going to be an overnight success. And that's exactly what I did. And this has been kind of a trait of mine throughout. Look, you can see it's snowing back there. Look right back there. You can look right above the kids. I don't know if you can see that, but it's snowing. Anyway, but that's a trait that I've always had. So when I go to learn something, I have a basic philosophy. What I do is I find somebody who's the absolute best at what they do, and I do exactly what they tell me to do. I don't change it. I don't question it. I don't think about it. I go do exactly what they tell me to do. And what I do is I master it. Okay. Now, mastery now can come in a much shorter time frame. I've learned how to just kind of shortcut or hack that, if you would. So I can learn something very, very quickly. And I'm sure you can as well. And then what I do is I go and I implement it. And then once I get to feedback and I get results and I feel like I have mastery of it, then I'll start to make adjustments to it. What has this got to do with you growing your practice and scaling it and doubling your revenues, doing a 2-month turnaround? It has everything to do with it. And here's why. When we work with practices, the biggest frustration we have is people want to debate us. Now, I want you to imagine something. I want you to imagine that you are a cardiologist and you've got a patient in front of you who is sick. They have 4 clogged arteries. You've tried stents and they don't work. They collapse and they go right back in. And so you're telling the patient, hey, you know what? We need to go in and do a quadruple bypass. And the patient says, nah, let's just do one and see how it goes. What would you say as a doctor? I guess that you would probably say, get out of my office, right? Or say, see you later, or you're crazy, or something else, right? So if you aren't making it, okay, if you are not surviving and your receptionist is making more than you, or you barely have more than 2 or 3 months in your operating bank account, and you want to debate someone like me who has experience of not only owning practices but turning around medical practices and multiple businesses, why would you debate that? Okay, well, I can tell you why. Because most people, I'll talk about those reasons in another video because I've only got a minute and a half left here. I like to keep these under 10 minutes for you. But here's the thing I want you to remember. Is that, these folks that have come on board, one of them has multiple locations, one of them is starting, okay? I've known Josh for a little bit of time. In fact, he might be watching right now. But Josh will tell you that he kind of resisted it a little bit and some mistakes happened. And then he basically was like, look, whatever you tell me to do, that's what I'm going to do, okay? You have to reach that point. It's just like me with Mike LaBauve. He taught me how to putt. He said, do this. I did it. And I've become an outstanding putter. It's one of the best parts of my game to this day. And I can practice it anywhere. Or I will tell you right now, it's what my marketing mentor, Dan Kennedy, told me. And I will tell you right now, I'm an excellent copywriter to this day. I'm not trying to brag. I've done the same thing with marketing. I've done the same thing with turning around businesses. Is I've studied it over and over and over again. And the amount of money that you've spent to become a doctor, our team has spent as much of that, if not more, to become outstanding marketers and revenue turnaround experts. So if you would like to turn around your practice in the next 60 days and you want to be part of the 4 that we work with and sign up with in the month of April, all you have to do is just comment below or message me directly, and we are going to look forward to working with you. All right, that's all I have for today. Have a great day, everybody. Stay warm.